Hello, I'm Dr. Jeremy Lam.
And I'm Dr. Carrie Lam. Welcome to Lam Clinic. We're here to show you today what our clinic looks like and the services that we have to offer. So come along. Here at Lam Clinic, we really want to make sure that we keep clean and sanitize. So every night we actually turn on our ozone machine that blasts the whole clinic with ozone air to sanitize the air and the microbes anywhere that it may be. And so it really cleans out all the air, including our HEPA filter, air filter in the clinic and everywhere here. So we want to make sure that we keep you safe, our patients, but also our staff.
And over here we have our patient rooms. And specifically, I want to point out our state-of-the-art UV sanitation light. And so after each patient visit, we turn on the UV lights and it really sanitizes the room and makes sure that the patients and ourselves are keeping safe.
And follow us. This is where we do the vitals for our patients. And going down here, we have many different rooms. This room here is for our preventive visits and also any diagnostics that we need to do. When we do our annual wellness visits or preventive physicals, we really want to make sure we take care of our patients' full health. So we have an EKG, a spirometry machine, ABI, ankle brachial index, the ANS and pseudomotor to check for nerve health, and also we do brain function testing so that when you come in for a physical, you know that you're truly getting a preventive visit. We want to catch any symptoms that you might be having before you even have it. So if you want to schedule for a physical or annual physical, you definitely want to come here because we accept most insurances.
And over here we have our IV lounge area. And first thing I want to point out is that we have our ozone machine here. And it has really different modalities that we offer, including nasal insufflation through the oil. We have ear otoscope insufflation as well if you have ear problems, ozonated water, as well as rectal and vaginal insufflation, all through the ozone. And ozone's really great with modulating your immune system and helping increase oxygenation throughout your body. Now here we also have something that is a hydrogen inhalation. And it's also to help really be an anti-inflammatory and help inhalation those anti-inflammatory effects. So it's really good at modulating your immune system. And over here we also have our PEMF, our pulsed electromagnetic field mat. And it really helps to change the frequency in your cells and your blood vessels so that when they change their frequency, it helps increase the circulation to the peripheral tissues. So this also helps increase the oxygenation to parts of the body where it's not easily accessible.
Over here we have our Weber laser machine, and this machine came all the way from Germany, but it is very good for giving you laser treatments, and not just laser. This is called photobiomodulation, where we actually shine the IV laser directly into your blood vessels. And we have different colors. We have red, which is usually anti-inflammatory. Yellow is to help the mood. Green is to help increase oxygenation. Blue is antimicrobial, and the ultraviolet is also antimicrobial. In addition, we're able to use little acupressure points with the infrared light. And so this is a very good machine and many uses for this laser treatment.
And in here we have our procedure room where we do this very specialized procedure, delivering high-dose hyperbaric ozone through this machine here. And so basically we're able to take blood out from the patient. It goes into this container here where it swirls around, and then you're able to deliver a high-dose hyperbaric high-pressure ozone back into the patient. And while it's going back through the patient, we put it through this machine here, which is the Hemolumen, which is able to deliver ultraviolet light, and so it also acts as an antibacterial while your blood is flowing through back to the patient. And this is a very specialized, very good procedure for patients.
And here we have our hyperbaric oxygen chamber. This space-looking capsule is you're able to actually go into there and have a hyperbaric oxygen, high-pressured area that is controlled. And actually It's really great for wound healing and also getting oxygen into your system.
And last thing that we forgot to mention actually is also that we offer IV nutrients here. So we have vitamin C, we have glutathione, we have alpha lipoic acid, we also have the B complexes. So IV nutrition is just a great way really to boost your immune system and to get fluids in you and to help you just start to feel better. So that's our clinic and a summary of what we do. We hope to see you in our clinic where we can help put your body back on track.
So call us at 714-709-8000 and we'll be sure to make sure you feel like family when you come here.
How do you find chronic diseases before symptoms show up? Many times chronic diseases happen over time, and sometimes they don't show up until the disease has progressed until it's too late. But here at Lamb Clinic, we believe in preventive medicine, which is using diagnostics to be able to evaluate how your body's processes are functioning and really understand the root cause of what is your disease state and how it's going on. And so we're able to find early signs of cardiovascular health, hormone imbalance, metabolism, circulation, immune, lung, brain, nerve, gut health, using cutting-edge technology and diagnostics in our elite workup. So we can use nutrition, lifestyle, supplements, medications, therapeutic approaches, and get to the root cause and help you from the inside out. So if you're interested, make sure you contact us for more information. We take most PPO insurances and also Medicare.
My name is Michelle, and my age is 70 years old.
And so, what problems have you been dealing with before you came to us?
Oh, I felt very, very ill in July 2019. I ended up going to urgent care 3 times and going to my regular doctor 2 times, and they couldn't find anything with my symptoms, which were terrible chills, headache, and nausea, and they thought I had the flu. And time went on, and finally my gut started bleeding. I went to the bathroom and I was bleeding, and I called 911, and I had a what is it called when you inspect the
Colonoscopy.
intestine, colonoscopy, and it turned out I had ischemic, what is it called?
Ischemic colitis.
Ischemic colitis. And I couldn't believe it that they, for like a couple of months, they couldn't figure it out. They told me I had the flu. So finally, I wasn't very happy with regular medicine, and I wanted to see and seek an alternative. And I came to the Lamb Clinic. I did my research on the internet, and that's what I wanted. So I made an appointment with Dr. Jeremy Lamb, and he listened to me, and I felt like I could say everything I wanted to say. And he put me on IV nutrition treatment, and little bit by little bit, and supplements, and little bit by little bit, I was feeling better. And then I got a bronchitis in October, and it came in, and I was feeling so good. It took just 4 days to knock it off. Normally it takes like, I don't know, a couple of months for it to go away, but this time I did take antibiotics, though, the very strong antibiotics, but still my body was strong enough to kick it. And I feel good. I'm happy. I feel good. I come every week. I have the intravenous to rebuild my system. I still have a little problem with my intestine, but that's gonna be better soon, and everything is good, and I'm happy.
Very good. And you had said that you normally get bronchitis every year, right?
Yeah. Oh, especially when I was younger. It's been better in the last few years that I'm older, but I never knocked it off in 4 days. Ever. Never. In like 30 years, I had this thing going. Never knocked it off in 4 days. I mean, like I said, I did take antibiotic, but my system must have been pretty strong to knock it off in 4 days. Amazing.
And how's your energy now?
Good. I have good energy. I sleep like between 5 and 8 hours a night, and I'm fine. Oh yeah, I feel good. Yeah, I'm not sluggish. I spent many years of my life being sluggish and all of that. I'm not sluggish. I feel like I'm functioning. I'm going to start working out, swimming. With COVID, it's been hard. You can't go to the gym. You can't. But where I live, if you make an appointment, you can go swimming. I'm going to start doing that again.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then do you recommend for other people to come here?
Oh yes. It's I like the combination, but regular medicine is lacking in going out of the box, or I don't know what it is. And then when I came to the clinic, Dr. Lamb listened to me, and he got it, and it was good.
Okay. So what would you tell the potential patients?
I would say you have to say everything, and you have to collect your mind and build your history in the last few years, and Dr. Jeremy Lamb will listen to you and will give you what you need, and it's gonna be good.
Okay, thank you.
Are you frustrated with seeing so many doctors but not getting the answers that you want? They just tell you your labs are normal, you're dealing with aging. The issue with conventional medicine many times is that there are so many specialists for each part of the body and not one person to actually piece the whole picture together. So you might want to look into functional and integrative medicine if you're tired of that patchwork kind of care. So here at Lamb Clinic, we are your primary care doctors who are able to get to those symptoms that seem unrelated, piece them together, and solve the puzzle no matter what. So if you're interested in this type of functional and integrative care, contact us for more information and we can get your health journey started together.
My name is Natasha. I am almost 32 years old.
And so what symptoms initially brought you to Lamb Clinic?
I had rheumatoid arthritis, so a lot of inflammation in like my joints, a lot of muscle pain, fatigue, and yeah, it was pretty debilitating.
And how long were you having those symptoms for?
I was having those symptoms for about a year before I found out about Lamb Clinic.
Okay. And what kind of, like, what were doctors telling you, or kind of what were you trying to deal with before you came, basically?
I was about to get put on low-dose chemo, which was my main motivator, and being on, an immunosuppressant, and just looking into the future, it just didn't look so bright.
Okay. And so what have we done for you, and how have you felt since?
You have turned everything around. I didn't know if I would ever be able to go back to work. I'm able to do so by, finding out what foods I'm sensitive to and eliminating them, being put on supplements that are supporting my adrenal system, my immune system, my gut health. everything has just helped tremendously.
Okay. And yeah, you had said right before, like you didn't even think you could go back to work, and then now you're back to work and you're kind of at
Yes.
least functioning a little bit more.
Yes, and it's a very hands-on job. I work in the operating room and I'm on my feet using my hands all day, and I'm able to do that again, which I did not think was possible just a few weeks ago, even a few months ago.
Okay. And so then what would you tell to like potential patients who are interested in coming?
I would tell a potential patient that, you know, it's just worth every single dime you might have to put in. It's worth all your time, you know, coming to appointments. It's just life-changing, honestly. When I felt that there was a roadblock in my way, like I just feel that that roadblock has been lifted, to be honest with you. I just feel that this is just, it's legitimate and helps and is just all around positive. There's nothing negative to even, you know, to say. Like, it's just all been positive.
Thank you.
Yes.
And you recommend people to come to Lyme Clinic?
Absolutely, all the time. All the time.
Top 3 symptoms we heal at Lyme Clinic. Number 1, fatigue and hormone imbalance. Number 2, feeling bloated no matter what you eat. And number 3, difficulty with weight loss. Our goal at Lyme Clinic is to restore the human body to optimal function using genetics, lifestyle, biochemical, makeup, and functional lab tests and diagnostics to find the root cause. And with the help of integrative and functional medicine, we provide you with natural tools to help your body heal itself rather than just use medications to patch symptoms. So if you're interested in functional and integrative care, contact us for more information and we will help you get your health journey started.
My name is Will, and I'm 51. I've been doing coaching sessions with Dr. Michael Lamb for about 8 years or so now. And when I found out there would be a clinic that I could actually visit him in person and visit the family in person, I was excited to try it out, and that was just several months ago. My symptoms have included depression, as well as some weight issues and energy, fatigue issues. I really feel like the protocols, the treatments, the supplements have all been very, very helpful to me over the past several years. And I really appreciate being able to see the Lamb family in person to talk to them about the different protocols. So a few years ago, about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I had sudden hearing loss and was diagnosed with Meniere's, which sometimes causes tinnitus and some ringing in the ears, some vertigo. And so what I've noticed is there's not a whole lot of treatments out there for it. I've begun using ozone and laser treatments, laser therapy, and it has been very, very helpful for me initially. And I look forward to continuing with these treatments because they're one of the few things that actually seems to work. It generally goes away rather quickly, and the effect from just a single treatment can last as long as 2 or 3 weeks, which to me is a great relief. Yeah, I live a couple hours to the north up in Ventura County, so it is a distance, but it's well worth it. Absolutely recommend it, 100%. Not only are you given effective treatments, but you're treated very, very well by the doctors and the entire staff. And they make you feel like family. They make you feel welcome and comfortable. You don't feel like you're being rushed to leave. They take their time to really understand your problems and to provide alternatives and solutions for you.
Weight loss. Everyone has a solution. Diet, don't eat carbs, don't eat meat. Paleo, Atkins, vegetarian, pescatarian, mail order food. So many confusing choices. And exercise. Don't get me started. Cardio, no cardio. Weight training, interval training. Sign up for an indoor gym that never gets used. What fun. At Lamb Clinic, our weight loss program is different. Here at our clinic, patients lose weight under a medically supervised plan with a real, licensed, and board-certified medical doctor. Our doctors provide extensive, personalized, non-surgical weight loss guidance using the right combination of clinical and lifestyle support. And we even have a really cool Vanquish machine that disrupts fatty cells through heating of adipose using radio frequency, leading to fatty cell shrinkage and elimination. That's doctor talk for it gets rid of love handles. Lamb Clinic doctor-approved weight loss plans.